Go ahead.
So, movie review. What's the biggest movie in the streets right now? The Batman. The Batman. The Batman. We both seen it, and we're here to give y'all our review. What did you think about it, man? You start.
I mean, I think I saw it last week. I liked it a lot, man. The story is about a young Batman,
Bruce Wayne.
a young Batman that's not called Batman at the time. His name is Vengeance. That's how we say it in French. Revenge, basically. That's how they call him. I think he's trying to find himself. And I love this movie where they gave us the backstory. I think he served as a backstory on how he became the man and how the Bruce Wayne that he is. I have to first say shout out to what's the name of Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson.
Good job, bro. Like honestly, I didn't understand why they cast the man in the first place, but I'm not
a little skinny,
a little skinny, but he was dark. He He impressed me. I was very surprised. I definitely feel like he did the job. He really did the job. This one. It's funny because when I first saw it was 3.5, I think 3 hours or something like that. I was like, yo, it's about to be.
Let's talk
I'm
about
about to fall
first.
asleep.
Let's talk about that first, man. Listen.
Go ahead.
The length. That's the one big criticism. I think we both agree, right?
No, I felt like you actually went back pretty fast.
Nah, me personally, maybe it's because I saw a late night showing, and I was on my seat right now. I was thinking, man.
They need to wrap
this looks mad comfortable right here. They might wake me up at 6 a.m. in the morning next morning. You know what I mean? But
they need to wrap this
but I did enjoy the movie. Now, you keep going.
No. I think to me it wasn't too long. I felt like it was a normal follow. Again, I saw the 3 hours. It didn't feel it didn't feel bad to me at all. Like I was watching it, I was like, damn. Like, and I feel like I kept getting into it more and more because I was trying to figure out. Okay, where are they going with this? You know what I mean? Like with these, all the riddle and all like where are they going? So I really found myself getting into the movie while I was watching. Fell in love, loved what's her name? The Lenny Kravitz girl,
Kravitz.
Joey. Man, she did an awesome job.
She bad too. She bad.
Yeah, she really did a good job. So no, man, I think I was very impressed by the whole plot, seeing how the movie unfold. That's what I'm going to say. You want to dive in a little more?
No, man, I have to say I really did love the movie. I really, really did love the movie. Unfortunately, I walked in with certain expectations because the last Batman trilogy was epic. You know what I mean? Yeah. Epic. But this one is a great start, man. I have to say it's a really, really great start. My only criticism, again, is maybe a little too long. But as far as just the content, the plot line, it was great. I really liked the film noir aspect that they brought to it. This is like a really dark film. Yeah. They really went into that kind of genre and trying to impose it into a more modern age. And that's the other thing I love about these sort of movies, right? And these sort of legendary storylines and stuff like that. You would think that maybe they're trying to keep it up to the integrity of the past, but no, they're bringing technology, they're bringing the new gadgets of today's day and age for us to kind of fall in love to this particular story. And like you said, Robert Pattinson's Batman, I wasn't sure because I even read an article before I saw the movie that said that, he didn't even try to bulk up for the role or nothing like that. He was just like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to go and fly butt naked, you know what I mean? But great performance. Zoe Kravitz, great performance. Everyone pretty much had a great performance. The Riddler, great villain. I'm a comic book guy, so I do love the Batman and all that kind of stuff. But I've never been the biggest fan of the Riddler, but that performance of the Riddler in the movie, impeccable. Now, this is the big problem. This is the big part of this segment, right? The Batman or Dark Knight?
Dark Knight, man. Dark Knight. I think. It's not even because
that was the conversation, man. Before the movie came out, before the people saw advanced screenings, and that was all over the reviews that this is one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, and it's the best Batman film. And that's been the debate going on.
Wait, hold on. Dark Knight. Which one? Dark Knight Rise or
no? Dark Knight.
Dark Knight with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I know that's the one. We saw it together back in the days. This man came out of theater like, woo!
I applauded, man.
Yo,
I saw it 3 times.
No, I think that's too high of a, I think that's too high of a pedestal. I think like that one was really like, when I talk about like a masterpiece, chef d'oeuvre. like we say in French. I think it's really like the height of the Batman. There's none of them have been as good at that one, like for real. No, I think it's good for the new genre they're trying to like they're trying to do. I don't know, some of the things that went really well, like you said. I like the dark aspect of things. What else did I like? I mean, again, the acting was really good. The plot, how it unfolded, I think, I know I'm repeating myself here, but I, very much enjoyed that. This element of we kept on guessing what's going to happen. Where's the Riddler going with all of this? I could see, now that I'm thinking about it, I could see why you start thinking that, okay, this is going too long, because once he get arrested, you would think the movie is ending, and then. Nah, this man got a bunch of Riddler all across town, across town. Basically, and I'm just like, oh man.
That's what I was like. Oh,
the last 20 minutes does seem a little like a drag. I'm just like, all right, man. Now this man trying to bomb the whole Gotham City, basically, and I'm just like, all right, this is my beauty.
And then I'm not going. Maybe this is me nitpicking a little too much, but the whole scene where he's carrying the flare and they're all following him like Moses parting the Red Sea. I was like, bro. I was like, oh man, I see the symbolism here. I see what you're trying to do. Who's the name of the director?
I can't remember. It's a news.
Yeah, but what I see what you're trying to do right here. But and also one thing I did like is well, actually I was going to get your opinion on this. How do you feel about movies like this that try to add the issues of today's day and age into a film like this? Because the whole thing with the Riddler having his dark web and kind of thing, it's kind of similar to, the insurrection, for example, the insurrection that happened on Capitol Hill, right? A lot of people went into like these obscure little websites amongst each other, these networks, and they started planning how to arm themselves and how to get this thing done.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Do you feel it's corny, or should we look to add to that, add to film, right?
As you said, I thought about something totally different than that. Is when Zoe Kravitz is talking about, powerful white men at the time. The hell, again, you talk about, which is social issue that we're talking about right now. But then you fall in love with a powerful white man. Girl, no, baby, come on. You know what I mean? That's a little contradictory. Wow, is it contradictory, really, when we think about it? Is it? Remember the meme I showed you? Anyway, but I think I was going to touch on something. I mean, it's good. I mean, they're trying to relate with what's going on today, and that's most movies, because it's a new audience, right? There's a bunch of millennials and Gen Z and all that we're trying to get them into the movies. And by touching into social issues that are currently going on in society, it's a very easy way for people to identify with themselves with what's going on, because they feel like through movies we're being, they're talking to us, you know what I mean? So I think that's what they're trying to do here. They really, I think Hollywood, and this is where they really realize that nowadays they have to make the movie based on the people and based on what's going on currently. You know what I mean? Whereas back in the days, it was like, we're going to give you something. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This was a more tasteful attempt at
exactly.
What's her name? One of the Jenner sisters that was popping, like opened a can of Pepsi.
But anyway,
this is a more tasteful attempt at that.
Right, but then at least on that one, they didn't miss the mark. To me, I think they did a really good job in doing. They found a very clever way of doing that. That's what I would think. Now, what I do want to say, I don't know, maybe, and I don't want to segue into something totally different here, but excuse me. What I love about this Batman, and it's the same thing with the Joker. I don't know if you saw. I want to make like a little parallel with the Joker. And the latest one with Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix, is how he became the Joker.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting, because the reason why I say it's interesting is because in that movie, I don't know if anybody saw it. The movie came out like 2 years ago. If you haven't seen it by now, you need to go see it. One of the best.
Alerts,
no, what is it?
No spoiler alerts.
No, I'm spoiling. Go see it. It's like, he did a really good job on how the Joker became who he is, and that's what I love about it. And I was like, man, that's really interesting, because we never know how the Joker became who he is. And you see in that movie that, hey, he actually tried to fit in society. He actually tried on several occasions to be accepted by people, but people kept rejecting him. So he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna get into my character where I accept myself and I feel myself the most comfortable. And that's the Joker. And in that movie, we almost not only feel bad for him, but understand the reason why he becomes who he becomes. And we feel sorry, because as crazy as it is, society created this. Yeah. Just like society created Batman. That's where it gets really interesting, because those are the movies to me that, man, like, I feel like on a psychological level can really be studied in school for real. If we think about it,
Mm-hmm.
the Joker and this Batman, because you really see how a childhood trauma can make a man try to destroy a city, or can make a man wanting to save a city, because that you feel like that's what he needs to do. That's his responsibility. So I just thought that was very interesting. I wanted to share that with you guys. So what do you think, man, about what I know I've said a lot, but what do you?
What I think this movie was interesting too was just they kind of circle back into the sense of this society that bred you, this high society that bred you, Bruce Wayne, is the exact same reason why you're out here in these streets fighting. So that conflict, they kind of fought on that conflict, right, between him and obviously the rich background that he comes from, and his father being a big reason why all this stuff is going on, and him also just being like, yo, but I want to save Gotham. I want to go out there and catch all these crooks and help clean this corrupted city, but my parents were kind of behind that as well. So I kind of like that conflict, right?
Yeah.
It's like
he has to right the wrong of his father.
Yeah,
in a sense.
It's like the system supports you, but at the same time, the system, you clearly see there's something wrong with it, right? And it's difficult, man. And listen, it's a comic book story and all that kind of stuff. But I did like that parallel as well. And yeah, there's very little about the movie that I didn't like. Other than, y'all could have spent something.
But you don't feel like part of the reason why he want to save Gotham is because he has to, fix whatever his dad caused?
Yeah.
Because in a sense, regardless of the reason why, what's his name of his dad? He's Bruce
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne. The reason, regardless of what he did, he still created this chaos in Gotham. So this is responsibility is to fix some of the issues, and again, that's a spoiler alert, but fix what his dad has caused. So that burden he has on his shoulder has been caused by his family. So in one way, so that burden of responsibilities that he put on himself, in a certain way, he has to fix it because he was caused by his family. I think that's something that's important to say, because it's not just, I'm doing justice because that's the right thing to do. I think it's also because my family.
But he had to figure that out eventually.
I mean, he did, yeah.
And that's a difficult thing, I think, for a lot of us, right? Like, we tend to treasure our parents. We think that our parents maybe are the perfect people and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, our parents are people just like everybody else, and you might find some things out about your parents that you don't like. And it's that conflict that goes on within you, like, yo, do I repudiate my parents, or do I continue to honor them? Or how can I find a balance between that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we saw that in the movie, and it was interesting. It was dope to see.
I think I'm just going to say, based on what you said about your parents, and we sometimes idolize our parents too much. We think our parents are all superheroes, heroes, and we come to find out they're not superheroes. They're human beings just like us, And I think in the subject of his dad, Thomas Wayne, I would say this, and I'm just going to end up on this. It's just like, in a perfect world, we make, perfect decision, or we make the best decision. In the real world, we make real decision. And that's what his dad made at that point. So I'm just going to end it here. The movie was great in its own, and I think I love the fact, again, they stay in their lane. They didn't try to piggyback off what has happened in the past. They created a new genre. I hope to see more of this. I definitely do. So I don't know, man. That's my opinion. Go see it if you haven't already.
Did y'all like the new Batmobile? I've seen it.
Man, that car,
man, that's another little. That's another little hiccup for me personally.
Let's say Batman equipment on this one wasn't.
Oh, bro, listen, man. Nah, I didn't like that.
I mean, he's young, so maybe he wasn't as technically advanced, because the thing is, he's building everything. He's the one building everything. So because he's considering the fact that he's young, maybe he's just not as technically savvy.
Man, he had all kinds of other equipment. He had the freaking eye lenses that had the camera in it. You don't think that he can? Man, go drop that and pick my ride real quick, man. That's for real. That car was, bro, come on, man. All he had was a little turbo from Fast and Furious. I don't really like that.
That's exactly what I was going to say, man. It looks like this man watched Fast and Furious. He added a little, I don't know.
But anyway, man, let us know what y'all think about the movie. We liked it. Hey, man, was it trash? Was it as good as Dark Knight? Or, is it just a cool little flick you see with the family? Let us know. Keep it moving.
All right.